jaggery and whole wheat banana bread. Yes, that means no refined flour, no refined sugar, no butter. And it's packed full of the goodness of whole wheat flour, ripe bananas, walnuts and cinnamon. So what's not to love about this cake? My children literally polish it off from inside the fridge before I know it. So let's get started.
So what you need for this wonderful cake is 3 to 4 overripe bananas. Overripe means that their skins should have started to blacken a bit and they should be easily peelable, and from inside they need to be soft and mushy. The second thing we need is 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. That is flour that is ground directly from whole wheat grain. It's not refined and it's got a lot of fiber and it's dense as well. Then you need milk, broken walnuts, cinnamon powder, vanilla, oil, jaggery or gur. Now gur or jaggery is unrefined sugar, and so it's got some minerals and is definitely much less unhealthy than the refined white sugar. Then you need baking powder and baking soda. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram at AnjalisBakeAffair. So we'll begin with taking these bananas in a big bowl, peel them and mash them. Now you could use a grinder or a mixer to get a very fine paste out of it, or you could just mash it by hand like I'm doing it to get a little bit of a clumpy mixture. Once you're satisfied with your banana mash, add in the oil and the milk and the vanilla and give it a good whisk till you feel that everything has come together nicely. Now we'll add in the jaggery powder, whisk it up very well so that the jaggery gets nicely dissolved into the banana mixture. Once that is done, take a sieve and sift in the whole wheat flour or atta with baking powder, baking soda and cinnamon powder if you are using it, and sift it nice and well into the mixture. Right now I'm just using 1 cup of flour. The other half we'll be adding later once this one is thoroughly mixed in. Now if you notice, you can see that this flour is quite fibrous. After I've sifted it, you can see a lot of fiber left behind. So if you want to add this fiber into the cake mix or not is up to you. And then add in the rest of the flour and mix that too. Now it's time to put in the broken walnuts and mix them up evenly into the batter and pour this batter into a cake mold. I'm using an 8-inch loaf paper case that's easily available online. If you want, you can use any kind of a baking tin that you have or that you like. So once this is done, this cake is ready to bake now. But if you know me, we have to add a few dressing up details. For that, I had reserved 1 banana. I'm going to slice this banana into 2. Just arrange it over the top of the batter in a fancy manner. Arrange a few walnuts. Now this banana is totally optional, and if at all you decide to use it, make sure that you use thin slices of this, not a very thick slice, because it may not caramelize thoroughly and you may not like that. And these walnuts, believe me, once the cake is baked, they're going to be roasted so beautifully that you will not be able to decide if the cake tastes better or just the walnuts. And sprinkle some ground brown sugar. So here goes our cake into a preheated oven at 180°C for about 40 minutes. Once this cake is baked, make sure you wait for it to cool down, otherwise it will crumble and break all over in the process of turning it out. And do remember that the end result would be a slightly more moist cake than your regular cakes. That's because of the jaggery and the banana in it. So that makes it all the more soft and delicious. I turned it out while it was still warm, just because I wanted to show you how soft and crumbly the cake is. You see that? How soft and fluffy it is. Now if you want all this goodness in one cake, go ahead, give a try to this recipe, tell me how it turned out. Until next time, bye bye and enjoy.